What is going on, guys? Jack here, and yes, we are back, part 9 of the Road to Glory, and yes, a glorious road it is. As you can see, we did indeed win the league, as I kind of predicted, with one game in hand. Fantastic news for everyone at the club. I'm probably not going to field a full strength. Actually, no, we will field a full strength team against Buxton today, because I want to see what kind of, I don't know, what kind of performance we can give when there isn't like anything to worry about. So here are the players that did it. I'm not going to bother recapping the last results of the season, but if you're that interested, we of course lost to Worksop, which was our live commentary. We then won 2 games against Wushall Olympic and Marine, and then we drew with Eastwood Town 0-0, and that was enough due to results for us to win the league. So yeah, I'm hoping to get this game done fairly quickly, but as you can see, it's our full strength team. We're just going to be playing our standard tactics we've been playing all year, the ones that have led us to success. And I'm really going to be talking about the plans for the next year, because now we can really think ahead to playing in the conference, well, the Blue Square Conference North. It's a really exciting prospect for the club. Defensively, I feel like we've got a really strong back 5 if you include the goalkeeper. I think the main area for improvement is definitely going to be the centre midfield, and maybe getting one more out and out striker in, as Norton's kind of unproven at the next level of the sport. So I'm just going to skip through all this stuff. Passionate. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. Let's just see what the team can do when there's nothing to worry about. But yeah, I mean, we've got to look forward now, and I'm probably going to do this as a closing season episode, just like talk about my what I think were the 3 best transfers that we made, the 3 best players who played this year. Maybe recap some of the games which were particularly memorable, and you know, just give a nice little kind of look back on what we did this year, because fantastic stuff. I got a new contract offered here at FC United in Manchester for another 2 years, which is great stuff, and I'm really kind of, I don't know, happy that we've done it, because there's a risk whenever you're a team who are expected to go up in certain divisions, especially a division like this where only 2 teams go up, that you don't achieve what's expected of you. So for us to, you know, win the league with a game in hand in a very tough league without any real transfer budget, just bringing in some decent young players on frees, is real good testament to the club, and I feel as if we've now got a nice club to shape around. And as I say that, Norton buries it. Good assist by Wright. Wright's been in an insane form, and in fact in the last game he overtook the previous record holder to have the most league game appearances for FC United in Manchester, and I think he's on like 200 and something, which is crazy for a club that was founded 7 years ago. I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Okay, that wasn't the right thing to say apparently. Pressure's off, maybe overly so. That's fine. We don't care if people are over relaxed. So let's see what we can do this second half against Buxton. Again, not too worried about this now. Perhaps it would have been a different story if results hadn't gone our way in previous games where we slipped up towards the end of the year. But we've got a nice little run of form going again now, and it's nice to kind of finish on a high, and hopefully we can win this and really finish on a high. And like review our season really. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. I don't want to make it too long, but at the same time I want to cover quite a lot in the terms of kind of, you know, what have we done? And as I say that, get back in goal, good block. Get him again, King, good play, that'll do. But yeah, you know, the last episode of the year, last season, well, the end of the first season, which is, you know, it's everything that we needed to achieve really. We set out with a goal of winning the league. We've done that. Wage budget is now firmly under control. We are kind of, you know, we're not over the wage budget anymore. Financially, this year we're going to have lost about, I think, £20,000, which is nothing really. We're breaking even there or thereabouts, which is great for the kind of long-term success of the club, especially going through leagues as quickly as I intend to with the team, just picking up free transfers and buying smart. It's important that you've got kind of financial stability to begin with, and we've certainly got that here at the club. So anyway, it's looking like this is now going to finish 1-0. Just waiting for the last 20 odd seconds to run down, and as I say that, game is up 1-0. So not the craziest result ever. Not the craziest result ever, but a result that really, you know, it epitomises our season of being able to control games, perhaps not scoring enough, but at the same time doing a good job about doing what needs to be done. So that is the end of the 42-game season in the Northern Premier League. We're now going to be progressing to the Blue Square Conference North, I do believe, which should be interesting. It's a very competitive league, again, with only one team automatically going up. My hope is that we can go straight up through that division and strengthen in the right areas. So anyway, I'm going to start off by just looking at our starting 11, talking through how everyone contributed to the team. So James Spencer was a quality goalkeeper this year. If we go to his history, you can get a decent look at his stats. 42 appearances, so he appeared in every league game. 32 goals conceded, 18 clean sheets, so that's almost a 50% clean sheet, which is pretty impressive. That was largely down to our good run of form near the end of the game. Then we have Ryan State, who came in on a free, having been released by Bolton in the summer. He was originally second choice right back, but he quickly made himself at home in the club. He's got some good potential, good pace on him, and he's going to be a useful player next year for certain. Who else we got? We have, because it's decided it doesn't want to go in order after the first one, we had Alex Evans, who is the Welsh beast and has appeared in 44 games all season, which is all bar one. 3 under-21 appearances for Wales as well whilst he's been at the club, which is really impressive stuff. Only just turned 20 really. Plenty of potential. Got an average rating of 7.18 and a very good player for the club. George King came in from Manchester City. Very impressive player. Played 25 games having come in and got an average rating of 7.32, which is really good. We have Grieve here, who is currently training to be a left back, although he isn't enjoying playing there at the moment. He's a good improving player, as you can see by his stats. He's only 22 and he made 25 appearances with an average rating of 7.14. In midfield, we have Platts and Control, who between them aren't the strongest players in the club, but they certainly held their own this season. Platt played 37 games with an average rating of 7.06, and Control had another solid season with an average rating of 6.94. We've then got Rocker and Brooksby and Wright to have been our attacking trio, supplying everything up to Norton. So Rocker unfortunately had that injury at the start of the year, but he still went on to make 24 appearances with an average rating of 7.08. We have Jerome Wright, who's been playing on the left wing, long-term servant of the club, had a really good year this year, 37 appearances, 7 goals, 13 assists and an average rating of 7.14. We have Wayne Brooksby, who was a free transfer in September. He came in, he's made 24 appearances for the club, average rating of 7.23, and most of you might remember for the fact he scored 5 goals in the first 4 games that he played for the club, and admittedly he had a slightly worse end to the season, but he went about his business well and was able to retain a decent average rating. And then we come to Mike Norton, who's been an absolute beast this year. He's aging a little bit, his stats are slowly on the decline. I'm going to need to get a young fill-in for this guy, but he's been a fantastic player for the team with 23 goals in 40 games, 8 assists and an average rating of 7.23. So they were the main starting 11 players. I'm not going to go through every player because we'd be here a while, but just a few other players who, I guess, contributed. We have Wolverden, who is a centre attacking mid. He's been playing centre attacking mid for us. He made 21 appearances, didn't have the greatest season, suffered a bit with injury, but was there when called upon. Just looking at other players sort by appearances, we also have Ryan Carolan, who is our left back, or was our first choice left back for a lot of the season. Again, another decent player, 19 appearances, 7.14 average rating. Really impressive stuff by him. But overall, I think our best signing by far has to be Alex Evans and George King, the two centre-backs, two very good players. They're probably going to stick with the club for at least the next year or two until we can get into the Blue Square Conference. Confident of their ability to step up, and they're going to be instrumental in next year's charge. As for improvement, centre midfield is definitely going to be where we're looking. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Just have a final look at the league table. As you can see, we finished top by 4 points in the end. How do we get player tables? Let's get the player tables up so we can see where our players rank. So average rating wise, King, Brooksby and Norton all finished up there as like in second, third and fourth for average rating in the league. Games won, you know, a lot of our players, obviously we finished top. James Spencer in goal for us appeared in every league game, which is again is a monumentous achievement. Mike Norton finished second top goal scorer in the league with 23. Assist, Jerome Wright finished first with assists, and as for Alex Evans, he appeared as man of the match 6 times this year and finished tied third. But anyway, guys, little summary of our season here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You know, a little overview of what's gone on. You know what, let's look through our fixtures so we can see how our season went. So we had a really good start to the year. We got off to the ideal start. We were top after our first 4 games. Had a rusty patch and dropped to about 8th, and then since then we really bounced back. And we had a little blip here, but we did well to recover that at the end of the season. I think one of the results that stands out for me is definitely the first game of the season, which was the 3-2 win, which was in episode 1. It was a really good win, and we came back to win that, and it was what football's all about. But anyway, guys, I don't want to ramble for too long. I could talk forever about this save. I've really enjoyed the journey so far. I've been able to really kind of get into this save by sharing it with somewhat like other people. It allows you to kind of get a lot more into a save and go into a lot more detail and kind of analyze it a lot better. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any ideas for maybe the closing of next season, if you'd like to see me do it differently, anything else you would have liked to have seen in this video, please leave it in the comments. That really helps me out. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Thanks for watching.